Alright, peoples. I'm not ready. You're not ready. Let's play Call of Cthulhu. I've actually been waiting to play this game for a very long time, ever since I saw it came out when I first got the PlayStation 5. Um, I did not see it on the PS4, and clearly it's a PS4 game. But when I found out that this was a thing, I could not help but enter madness. I knew it. Edward Pierce, the veteran of the First World War, drowns in his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or lose risking his license. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is in his callousness. Aw. I hate that I don't read fast. Oh god. Well, this is quite the start, isn't it? We wake up and everything's like perfectly fine. That'd be crazy. You know, this looks like Skyrim right now. Man, what did they do to this? The blood looks like jelly. I just wanted to let the monsters know that I'm here. That's not telling me how to do that. Oh, there's a lean option. Bolt cutters. Just back away slowly. Alright, relax. I'm not here to feed you, you're not here to feed me. Well, I mean, yeah, everything in that other room must be rotten, right? No, I might as well go this way.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Do 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 boo boo do do do. Oh, I thought I'd move forward. I did an amazing job on Mr. Cthulhu's voice.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Me too. Let's drink some. You know, after a dream like that, I would.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return one of these mornings, and I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown, and seem to surface from unfathomable, and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Yo, I don't know what the fuck that smell is in my room, but it just hit me like a truck. I'm gonna bust open the window. That's a pretty gnar smell. I don't want to smell that. Am I smelling the game right now? No, maybe. Alright, let's see. So we got 3 to 5 to strength. What is eloquence? Excuse me, hold on. Excuse me. Alright. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussion. Something tells me I should probably get that up. Right? Since I have it. Spot hidden amateur needed for the next level. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Okay. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving the skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining. That's, I don't know why, but that just seems so wrong. But all right, determining the use of origin of the occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of the myth. your chances to determine the use of. Thank you. That's English in my head. I'm sorry. All right. Medicine represents your medical knowledge, improving the skill, increasing your chances of determine. I'm gonna kill this person. Okay. Improving this skill increases your chances of being able to determine the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. I'm sorry, but determining, I have literally never read, bro. It actually bugs the crap out of me. Alright, investigation represents your investigative talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or object of picking locks. So I got a question, right? If anybody's watching right now, and they have some knowledge to land on me, which I'm honestly probably going to be playing this game too much, as well as with the other ones, where I'm probably just going to play this as I'm going to keep everything at the same level pretty much, but I'm going to level up everything slowly, right? So I'm just going to keep it like 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2 is how it will go. Of course, it's probably best that I try to focus on very specific things. Like I was thinking eloquence, psychology, then medicine. I feel like strength isn't going to be entirely like a what's the word I'm looking for? Of in like too much of importance due to the fact that like my knowledge of the Lovecraftian lore is not actually how strong you are. Like I've seen a movie where, and I've heard that Cthulhu is somebody that cannot be touched physically because of his own maddening understanding, and anything that he creates is pretty weak, all things considered. Like you can take a baseball bat, swing it, and so long as you don't fear it, it'll pop. But of course, it'll regenerate over time. They regenerate very quickly. Um, like 5-10 minutes at most, when you're getting chased by that thing again, hunted, whatever you want to say. Um, but yeah. So do I have any points yet? Doesn't look like it, no, does it? Alright, sanity, mental trauma. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Muse? I'm just going to assume that's Muse, but not. It's Maze? Moist? Moist. No, I'm just fine. Muse? Muse. Oregon Offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the lost battalion. American units that have suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire, forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies. The soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward them off the nightmares that haunt him. Confident in your abilities confident in your abilities and your partisan mind. You conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. That's good to know. So let's see what else we have here. Pierce Investigations Agency. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small time case follows the other: adultery, settled scores, and disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Okay, no information about the occult, no clues of any kind because we have not looked at anything. We have a lighter, my old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Okay. Can I turn it around? No. No knowledge yet. So you know what? I'm probably actually just gonna hold off. Can I save? Is there a save? How did I do that? Okay.
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put the end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. You need a thing, bro.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader.
So there's no reason or rhyme to
The
that.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
He kept calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel
Natural
like I'm gonna get a
sciences,
call or something.
linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
I'm probably wrong about that. The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed the case, but when you're already outside the law, there is not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Okay. So bro was blackmailed, huh? Enough of that. The beginning of music was quite... Alright, time to go kill myself. Where's the nearest... No, I'm just fine. I mean, that's just gamer sense, really.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, so it gave me points? Where's the points at? I don't know how many points I have. Oh, 8 available character points. Okay. So let's see. I don't think I'm gonna need medicine just yet. Let's go. Maybe. Hold on. Oh shit, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. 6, 4, 2, 4. I'll put. Oh, occultism. So I have a choice here, right? So I can get 1, 2. Right, I can level those up right at the beginning. And then get one of these. I don't think I can get what's in the middle. Or I can go for occultism. Oh, it doesn't sound like there is any need for occultism just yet, so I'm just gonna go 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Right. Oh, I have 5 left? That does not math, brother. That does not math. Which one do I do? Oh, psychology. Do some psychology. Alright. It says I have 4 left. Can I put it in each one? Oh. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay. 1, 2. And then do as we were planning. There we go. Now I don't have any. Okay. Foolish me, my guy. Alright, so validate.
Thank you for
Yes.
this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
I should not have put. I should have immediately
What am
put
I
it
supposed
into.
to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Oh, come on, let me go down. Why can't I? Or is this what I have to do? Okay. Your notebook contains current objectives. To open it, click it. Inventory, something's new. Knowledge. Nope. Knowledge. Or Mr. Pierce. Okay, so this is the stuff that I saw earlier. Hold on, before we do that, let's investigate this painting real quick.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This a mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and am I saying that right? Violent colors and wild strokes. So the world of her paintings are a testimony to her vision of the world. Then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal to open to another dimension. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, a private detective.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out some of the addresses. Address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Darkwater sounds so. Or was it Blackwater from It? Yeah, I think that's where I heard it from. Darkwater from It. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insisted on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. Oh, that's what it's called. It's a press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live in a reclusive life there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Do I have to choose here? Is there time? No, doesn't seem like it. Shouldn't take this painting lightly and find out about Warehouse 36. Where did Sarah Hawkins live? I'm guessing that this is how we continue. So for now, something's not right about this story. I read about her mental fragility in the police report. You shouldn't take this painting lightly. Unlock answer. Let's find out.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater.
Darkwater inhabitants. Occupation: he's a businessman at the age of 63, a wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepts neither refusal nor inconvenient truth. He is ready to do anything to prove his daughter was not mad. Age of 41, ship owner Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Her marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnist. I don't think I'm saying that right. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers, and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. And then Simon, he's a schoolboy at the age of 11, only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Damn. Alright. What else we got? Some clues. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out of the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it was a link to the death of his daughter. I mean, I can't deny that. Could you? Oh. Okay, so we already read that.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island.
dense work aimed to interns young practitioners. The first volume lists illnesses known to in the civilized world in details, symptoms, and suitable treatments. He said he's got like a book or something.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
That is not a whale, my guy. Anyway, it says Darkwater Island has been inhabited by since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticisms of this moving evidence of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the wall of a long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous stories of the small land of the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Can I run? Listen, it doesn't take 3 years for somebody to open a door. Pierce took on the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the dock of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. I love this music.
Almost there.
James Fitzroy. Oh, wait, no, I'm just fine. It's from the other Eldritch game that I'm currently playing. It's called something of silence. I don't even remember. Skyline. The ambiance is actually amazing.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island,
Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Better not see some dorks in here, dude.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Yeah, I mean, holds its test, eloquence.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Can I go back to get the whiskey and then...
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the main... Then, I don't want to speak...
I've got what...
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Whoa, look at his arms.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
We had given up hope. The crew of the Skyla, or what remains of it, returned to the Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed onto the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the unbelievable catch that the brave vessel had aboard, of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whale. The the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the sides of the ship. The surviving sailors hold a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting up his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing workshop and storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on a dock. A special event at the Stranded Whale to celebrate the return of our brave whalers. All the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh,
The girl doctor. Golden. She won't stop asking.
not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
A girl doctor. Keep that in mind. It might be important later. Who knows?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
What did he say? My God.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Turn it and spin it in a circle, 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 spin it in a circle.